breast milk science. It's a thing, and it's our thing. We're BiHeart. Our mission is simple. Make the best infant formula in the world. We partnered with breast milk scientists, world-class doctors, and passionate parents to write a new recipe from scratch. And while we put a lot into BiHeart, there's a long list of things you won't see on our ingredient list, like corn syrup, soy, or palm oil. Curious if BiHeart is right for your baby? New customers can shop the starter pack and get 2 cans for the price of 1 at BiHeart.com/getstarted. This is a limited time offer. Additional terms and conditions apply.
Here comes episode 98 of the Outcast Podcast. Man, do we have a show lined up for you guys today. We're titling this one the BiG Caucus.
The BiG Caucus.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I was able to inspire.
Are we spelling that C-O-C-K?
No, just like they spell caucus.
Oh.
It's COCKASS.
That's not how they spell caucus.
That's how you
spell it?
Caucus.
Oh, shit.
It's spelled,
Sorry about that.
it's spelled C-A-U-C-U-S. BiG Caucus.
You're gay.
And we will talk about the caucus in Iowa coming up. And we'll also talk about NFL teams that did survive Wild Card Weekend and one that didn't.
Aw.
Also, the 5 richest men in the world, they're richer. And I know that'll make Ramo mad.
It should make everybody mad.
I love capitalism. Don't hate another man.
No,
because
I'm okay with
he's
that,
got more
but
money than you.
I only... Oh, well, we'll get into it later.
We're going to talk big caucuses and Google Hummers and big caucuses all on the program today.
A Google hum.
Oh, Jesus.
That sounds like, what's that weird shit that you be in men's truck stop bathrooms, the glory hole. That sounds like glory hole shit. What the hell is that?
I also have explosive, not diarrhea, but explosive audio that has been submitted as evidence in the case of Tupac's murder.
Oh, boy. Oh,
shit.
shit. Oh.
And we have a deep fake of George Carlin that has pissed off his daughter. We'll talk about that and much, much more on this episode of the Outcast Podcast. Welcome. Okay.
What is this horrible freaking
Wrong one again.
drop day,
on,
jackass?
Press the wrong button.
Me eating beans.
He totally just crapped on us.
I know.
I know a lot of our listeners and watchers on YouTube are experiencing winter storms as they have smothered the north part of the United States. It's cold pretty much everywhere across the United States, some colder than others. I know school has been canceled. I used to love snow days back in the day. You remember those, Ramo, back in the day?
All the time. As a matter of fact, what was it, 78 when we had that giant blizzard up there in Chicago in that area?
A little before my time, slightly.
Oh, was it? Oh,
I was born in 78, but I don't remember the blizzard of 78.
Do. It was a lot of days off from school, but it was cold.
How many snow days did you get in the Lou? I know in Chicago you had a lot. What about in St. Louis?
We got a gang of them too. Remember, I don't know if y'all had to, but I know we used to watch. We'll get up early in the morning and watch the news.
The tickler?
And the ticker, and you say school's closing, and you be looking like, are we on it? Are we on it?
Yeah.
Are we on it? We like, oh, we on it. Yes.
Now,
we
you
are
guys,
on it.
St. Louis is right. What river are you guys on?
Mississippi,
right?
Mississippi River, the Missouri River, and the Merrimack
It's
River.
all right there.
Yeah,
huh?
we're all surrounded by it.
That's dope. That's dope.
Hell yeah.
Well, these Arctic blasts, they're credited and linked to 12 deaths. So
How dare you?
This is killer weather. I
Yeah,
know
it's real bad.
at your house, Tomkat, you saw some killer weather here in the last 48 hours, correct?
I did. I actually even sent you guys in a video, and this video was from that a friend of mine sent me. But apparently, like, up and down the streets, we got so much rain. We got over 9 inches of rain in, like,
We're satisfied.
I don't know, a couple hours.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. You sent us a video. What is as
I said 9 inches.
Is that a
We're looking at the video.
It's disgusting. What are you
What's
doing?
going on, man?
What are you talking about?
Trying to get us kicked off again?
What are you talking about?
Stop. Keep your
Just play the video. Don't be afraid. Don't be
All right,
afraid. It's
go
not-
ahead and play. Oh, That wasn't a penis, it was a finger.
It's a finger.
Oh,
It looked like.
Do not be afraid.
So these are Tomkat's buddies, and look at that vehicle completely.
Check out the headlights.
submerged.
yeah.
Wow, that's
I drove
crazy.
past that.
Look
It
at it. Looks like
not
an
when it
ocean.
was like that,
This is
though.
a road.
It
Yeah.
is.
Wait,
There's
that's
a road there.
Yeah. And so there were a
It's a
number of
road.
roads out there that just the drainage system could not keep up. And one road had apparently had 50 cars stalled out on the side of it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Obvious different states of being underwater. Definitely the most rain I've seen out there. I've been out there for, going on 10 years in a Cape. And
Yeah, no, that
Before
was-
the show, I heard Ramo and Memphis having a conversation where they were claiming us living here in Florida, we're really low sea level here in the Sunshine
Hell
State.
yeah,
We
man.
are.
And you guys are claiming that soon enough we'll all be underwater and real estate in Florida should not be bought. Is that what you believe, Ramo?
No,
That at some
I'm
point we're
definitely not
gonna
saying
be
that because
underwater?
I'm going to have some prime property in about 15 years. So look me up.
Where is it going to
Definitely a
be?
dope crib right by the water. It's so nice.
Well, he thinks since he's out in the Cape, the sea level will come back. You're actually not that far away from it, though.
We're-
It's
we're
pretty
not-
close to you.
Will you shut up? I'm trying to sell my property.
You can sell it.
Jack.
So what leads you to believe, Memphis, that Florida will be the first underwater, and you are a big believer in climate change, right?
Hell yeah. How could you not? Look, we 17 days into 24, and we didn't had earthquakes, gang of tornadoes, volcanoes just going
A
crazy.
cyclone.
Yes. the
Think that they didn't
cyclone,
have
you-
these things back in the day?
I don't.
Yeah,
we
back
didn't.
in
We
the day,
haven't.
but
We
not
haven't
like
seen them in a
this.
while.
Not like this.
Check
haven't
this
seen
out.
them in a while.
For over a century, we've seen a 99% decrease in weather-related fatalities. In the
Yeah.
past 100 years,
What's your source?
99%
Yeah,
decrease.
where is your
Well,
Do
source?
some research, look it up.
Yeah,
No, I got the
yeah.
stuff.
No, that makes
I wanna
sense.
know
You
where
know
you got it
why?
from.
Because 100 years ago, people didn't have fucking insulation in their house and shit like that. A lot of people weren't living as good as people are living now. A lot of people didn't have the medicine and the means to medicine that they have now, so they can survive strong illnesses and shit like that. Like you can.
So check this out.
You can try to doctor numbers and
Almost
and-
half. I'm not doctor. I'm
No,
reading this
no,
right
no,
off the
no,
internet.
I'm
Look,
saying.
it's right here at the top of the internet.
Don't
Right here.
believe
Look.
it. Don't believe
I'm
everything
reading this.
you
Look.
read on the
I
internet.
Almost
understand,
half a
but
million people.
context-
Can I read this for
context-
5? Can I read this?
Hold on a second.
man.
Context matters.
Can I read this off
Sure,
the
go
internet?
ahead.
Here?
Go ahead.
See it? Almost 500,000 people were killed by climate change disasters in the 1920s. In 2021,
Sure.
it was less than 7,000 people.
Okay.
Well, people still
I understand.
just because
On the internet
but
here.
just
Sure,
because
I
people
understand
not
that.
dying as much doesn't mean that these events are happening more than they've ever had before.
Well,
And
more
that's the whole
people would
point of
die
it.
if they were.
Not necessarily.
I'd say
because
we're
they're-
more prepared now. Our houses
Yeah.
are built a lot better.
Yeah,
They're built right on the
structures.
beach.
or
but-
like when
but
a
there-
volcano,
You said it.
There's
or when
codes,
a volcano
and
goes
still
off,
people
most
die.
people
I
are
mean-
like out of the way. You know, they get out the way.
Isn't there a lot more people now?
Well, let's be honest too.
So there'd be more people to
Let's
die.
be honest too. There were some
I'm just saying.
questions about how many
I
people
got some questions about it.
actually died in the big storm that happened here. Like there was a lot of
Yeah, it
questions.
was like
about that.
158 people.
No, there was. They say there was a lot more than that.
I wouldn't say that.
I would agree with
According
you.
to the reports, they said 150 something.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Sure,
that-
sure.
I mean,
But
that's unfortunate, but
I'm
that's
just
a
saying
light, that's
there,
a light
there
number.
were people who questioned those numbers. I'm not. Look, I'm not insinuating anything about anybody. All I'm saying is that we have more means to survive things like that because we're more aware of them. We have better warning systems.
They didn't
better
see that big
places to go.
rainstorm coming yesterday or the day before.
We sure as hell didn't, and that was pretty crazy. But
Okay.
by and large, we hurricanes and things like that, like we're kind of informed about them, and we have tornadoes. Like a lot of people in the Midwest have bunkers and shit that they go hide
No,
in.
you
We've
just go
been
in your
dealing with
basement.
tornadoes
Sure.
a long time. I mean,
Yeah,
even
yeah,
Wizard of
so-
Oz, in
right?
Kansas,
Exactly. So
taking houses.
If we were
down.
going to stop climate change, we would have to deal with China because China is by far the
100%.
biggest, largest
Oh no,
emitter of
I
carbon.
think it's a worldwide problem. It's not America. Like it's not
but
anything
not
that,
like
that,
the
that we can
Chinese,
point
though.
our-
They
our-
really been fucking up the
our
in
environment.
finger.
India, but these are countries that are growing. They're industrial
They are,
countries, and
sure.
these people, some of them are like burning plastic. You can re-burn plastic and get fuel from it. And here we wouldn't do that. The EPA won't let us do it. But there's no one to stop them, so they're
Right.
doing that. They're like re-melting down plastic bottles. That's petroleum, and you can use it as gasoline for shit.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it's very bad for the environment, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they need to cut that shit out.
But they won't because they're poor. They don't have shit. So, I mean, if you got a plastic bottle and you can make some money with that fuel, you're going to do it.
According to our crack researchers,
I get it.
Yeah.
according to our crack researchers in the truck, they say that the hottest day on record on the earth ever recorded last year, July 4th, 2023. Happened on a holiday.
Yeah,
Well,
we
you
coming
know,
out the hottest.
Are we
summer on
talking
record.
about the hottest on record, but they've
Yeah.
only been keeping records for 100 years?
Well,
So
it's
past
100
before that, it was way hotter.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what they don't tell you. These
Well,
are
millions
skewed
of
numbers.
years
These
ago.
numbers are the skewed numbers.
Millions of years ago.
saying.
So you say, let's go back 100 years. So what are we?
Like 10,000 years ago was way fucking hotter.
There was an ice age
But that was different.
on
yeah,
the
yeah, it was a lot colder too.
Yeah,
The Earth
we,
does.
but they
hotter.
can only
Here's
take back
the
to
thing.
100 years is 100 years is fair for like
Right.
mankind and so forth. For 100 years is a good sample size, I think.
Well,
And if you've just following it for that amount of time, things change.
Well,
This is why
I
things
feel like
change.
people 100 years ago arguing whether the Earth is flat. I feel like that's
I
it's
don't
just so
know.
funny.
That's a
here's
bit
the
much.
thing.
That's how I feel like
Here's
who
the-
we are right now.
All right,
Like,
let's
it's round,
wrap
it's
this
flat.
up. Ramo, you said here's the thing. You get the final word.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I think in some ways both things are true. If you look at the history of Earth, like we've been able to study the ice in Antarctica and in the caps and shit like that, our weather, our atmosphere has changed, and it has. You're right. It has naturally gotten hotter, and it's naturally gotten colder. We've been in ice ages. I think what they're finding is that what we have done to the planet is accelerating that process tenfold. And that's what scares everybody, is that instead of going into an ice age in 100,000 years or 200,000 years, the planet will do it in
Can I
10,000 years.
Can I
or even
respond
100
to
years,
what
like-
they're putting on the screen as he's pontificating over here? Because they're debating me by putting stuff on the screen saying that temperatures were hotter long ago. See?
Sure, they could be.
Well, that's Google.
They could have been. Yeah.
That's what
yeah.
Google's
Well, you
saying.
got to think too. Is it? There
Are
was
we,
a point in
are we
time-
heading for another ice age? Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So the temperatures are constantly changing. It's called the climate.
It's called the world. Yeah, the world does it. It does
Welcome
it.
to Earth.
Yeah, but
Who gives a shit?
But
what are
man-
you going to do about it? Or
We're-
take shit from other people? That's the problem.
Not
Well,
That's
accelerating.
the problem.
Yeah.
Well, man,
Yeah, sure.
It's when you reach
Man
into other people's
accelerated
pockets
this
to
shit.
fuck up their
Yeah,
life to
yeah,
further
man's-
your fucking climate change agenda. That's when
Yeah.
motherfuckers are like, step back, fuck you, get off my shit.
It's a lot of F-bombs there, Tom.
Yeah, calm down.
It really is,
'Cause
sir.
there are
There's
there's probably a lot of that
this
anger probably
program,
doesn't
sir.
even go in that direction.
Yeah, I was getting bored.
All right, let's move on to our...
You got to think about the greedy fuckers that own all this shit.
Breast milk science. It's a thing, and it's our thing. We're By Heart. Our mission is simple: make the best infant formula in the world. We partnered with breast milk scientists, world-class doctors, and passionate parents to write a new recipe from scratch. Our patented protein blend includes 2 of the most abundant proteins in breast milk at levels closer to the real thing. We're also the first U.S.-made infant formula to use organic grass-fed whole milk, not skim. And we ran the largest clinical trial by a new infant formula company in 25 years, proving benefits like less spit up, softer poops, and easier digestion versus a leading infant formula. And while we've put a lot into By Heart, there's a long list of things you won't see on our ingredient list, like corn syrup, soy, or palm oil. Curious if By Heart is right for your baby? New customers can shop the starter pack and get 2 cans for the price of 1 at byheart.com/getstarted. That's 1 free can at byheart.com/getstarted. This is a limited time offer. Additional terms and conditions apply. Try it risk-free. That's the By Heart promise.
Our
They're the
next
ones that
topic.
are really making the money.
Oh, shit.
Last
Here
week,
go.
we did get some complaints from some of our female audience that we talked about sports
What?
too much.
Bitches, what are you talking about?
We have a female audience.
Well,
Yeah.
my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. We got a lot of women.
What?
Listen, shout out to
Yeah.
all the ladies
Our-
that
Okay,
watch
thank
us. So
you.
we
Yes,
love you. Thank
I didn't
you.
know we had them.
Continue
Our
to
inbox,
like and subscribe.
the inbox said we love the
See?
show, but we don't like it when you talk too much sports.
I thought it was going to be a
Well,
sausage
look,
party.
You're going to have to get over that shit. It's football season, damn it.
Yeah. I thought chicks like football.
I know.
Well, I don't know that they like breaking it down, though.
Cool
you know, when you get
chips.
into the real analytics
I'm
of
kidding, I'm
sports,
kidding.
you
Sometimes
lose
you
a
gotta
lot of
break
people.
shit down, Gentry.
Well, it's really easy to break down what happened to my pick in the Super Bowl. That would be the Dallas Cowboys, who completely choked. Not only did they choke, but they choked to the team that I despise. I loathe.
Yeah, you took
the
it
Green Bay
twice.
Packers.
You got
me
it
too.
twice.
Hey, the good news is next year is probably going to be their year again too.
Who, the
Dallas,
Cowboys?
yeah.
It's always gonna be that year, and they ain't gonna never.
Hey, but I can't complain.
ever
Shit,
win.
I hope we can make the playoffs next year.
Yeah,
for crying out
y'all
loud.
better figure out.
Look at
y'all
Jerry
coaching
Jones crying on the
situation. Look at
screen.
him.
You see him?
Yeah, we need a good
Crying like a little-
offensive
He was
mind.
just pretty sad.
Jerry,
Look at that.
that's what his ass get. He ain't been right since he fired
That's
Jerry.
Damn,
not
what
real,
happened?
is it? Is that real?
Man, like melted ice cream.
That's not real.
That's the cry filter online. Somebody
Oh.
put Jerry Jones with the cry filter.
I fucking love it.
That's funny.
That's great. People are ruthless, dude. You are
The
harsh.
internet is relentless,
It is.
man.
It
It's
is.
Really,
I love
it's
it.
a dangerous place out
It's
there.
fun.
Beware.
If you don't
Get
have
a
thick
shot if
skin,
you stay
stay
on
the
it too
fuck
much.
out of there.
Let's
dude.
see
Yeah.
remember we played the convict that jumped over the desk of the judge and
Oh,
tried
yeah.
tackling
Troy
her?
Polamalu.
Oh,
we
he
actually
tackled her.
we
Oh, he
actually
got
have
her.
footage of Dak Prescott. Let's see if we can roll
Where's
that.
that?
Oh, shit.
Is it a Packer? Is it a Packer? Please tell me. They dropped the ball.
Ruthless, man.
They dropped the ball. They should have put a Packer uniform on that dude.
Shit.
That was pretty good by the internet.
It was
there.
still pretty good, though.
That
Even
was
if it
very good.
They
That's
took the
classic,
video
That was good.
of the guy that jumped over and replaced it with Dak Prescott. That's funny shit.
That
They
will
should have put a Packer
forever-
jersey on.
Sometimes
that
it's
dude.
hard to get the
live
little
in
pin
infamy.
thing to like follow people.
Oh, that's classic.
I bet.
So you three guys each have a team still left in the $250 race.
Mm-hmm.
To if your team wins the Super Bowl. Just getting to the
Yes.
Super Bowl is not enough.
Got to win the whole
In the
enchilada.
NFC, we have Memphis with the 49ers, who in the latest Las Vegas odds is the favorite to win this year's Super Bowl
Yes.
in
Sure.
Las Vegas.
Yes, they are.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they are
see that.
favored by 9 points over the Packers.
Look at that.
It was 10.
Look at that.
Now
it
it's
was
9.
10.
So some money coming in on the Packers to at least
Be
give San
careful.
Francisco a game.
That's dangerous.
We also have somebody's going to get knocked out this weekend because it's Ramo's team against Tomkat's
Yup.
team.
Yeah.
Chiefs
I
at
can't wait. The fucking, it's the Swifties.
Here's the good news for both of us. Whoever wins is probably going to go to the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't
I
count out
doubt
the
it.
Lions.
I don't know. Maybe
I
the
don't know
Ravens.
about
The
that.
Ravens.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I don't
about
know.
you say-
It's tough to
You
say
see
this
how
year,
Houston
man.
look? Did you see
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud? That boy
Packers
played like
don't
that
look
boy
like
playing
slouches, man.
man. C.J. Stroud playing like he been in the league 10 years,
Packers don't look like
and
slouches.
he is a rookie.
Hats
and
off
then
to
you
their
got the
coach.
Packers, the youngest team in the playoffs right
Yeah,
now.
man. Their coach is
Look at
proven to
that.
be really good.
So
man.
it could be
Really
shaky,
good.
but at the end of the day, the 49ers is gonna take it all the way.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll
good
see.
luck to you
Yeah, good
three.
luck.
They both, all
luck,
three of
guys.
you,
What
could
made you?
possibly
Let me
win.
ask you. What made you pick the Cowboys, though, man? Why would you do that to yourself?
I root for good ratings and a good story, and I think the Dallas Cowboys are a good story.
Of
And,
what?
they're the America's team.
To who?
What do you mean to who? To America. That's why they call it America's team.
I don't like the Cowboys.
Hey,
And I like Dak Prescott. I had a chance to hang out with him one time in the Bahamas, and he was really nice to
He
me.
seemed like a pretty swell fella.
So I was like, let me root for Dak. And they have a great offense at CeeDee Lamb. That Parsons kid on the defense. The defense was good. Mike McCarthy's won a Super Bowl before. I was like, maybe this is their year. And I just,
yeah, he
I
had
went
Aaron
for it.
Rodgers too when he won. the Super
But
Bowl.
know this about my picks.
Know this.
I'm always ahead of the game because I picked Michigan over a year ago, and then it took them an extra year. So watch out, Cowboys could win the Super Bowl next year.
Oh, see, I see how he tried to spin it.
I'm like a year ahead. I'm
see.
way
Okay,
ahead.
all
Yeah,
right.
I see
Cowboy
things-
fans would
All
agree
right.
with you.
I have a crystal ball, and I see the Cowboys maybe winning
All
next
right.
year. Or the Bears.
Did
That's
anybody-
my-
No, you stick.
Oh, no,
you
that's
gotta
gonna be a
stick-
while
no,
for
no,
us.
You stick with the Cowboys.
Did
It's
you
on
s-
record. Keep that on record. Date it and all that good stuff. Put it in our email so we all have it.
Did
That
anybody-
he said that?
Did anybody
you.
see Stephen A. Smith's diatribe on First Take?
No. What did he do?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I know
Nobody's
he always clowns
posted
them
it.
Cowboys. He really do be
clowns the
giving
hell
them a
out of
hard
them.
time, but they deserve it too. You know, Cowboys are almost They kin to mouth breathers. You know that? They really are. Cowboys are kin to mouth breathers.
All right, this in from a listener. It says here on the message board, the most feminine all-male podcast ever.
I like it.
Not for me. So
that's an
yes,
an old comment though.
I think somebody's bringing the old comment back to let us know.
That's hilarious.
We need a new one.
All right.
All
That
right,
was the best you can do.
Let's move on
Knock it
to
off.
the next topic, which gets Ramo's blood boiling.
Uh-oh.
The world's 5 richest men have
I don't care.
They have increased their combined fortune from $405 billion in March of 2020 to $869 billion.
God damn.
That's more than doubling their money in 3 years.
Who the fuck are they?
Well, Elon Musk, he's the
That
richest
motherfucker.
person in the world. You have this Bernard Arnault. He owns
a
bunch of brands.
Yeah, like Hennessy,
Louis
and-
Vuitton.
Yeah, he own all
Nice.
that shit. Yeah.
Okay.
And you have Jeff Bezos, of course.
Mhm.
He's the Amazon guy. And then you have Larry Ellison, who is at Oracle, founder of Oracle, big cloud computing.
Okay.
You have Warren Buffett, big hedge fund. All those guys combined, their money went from $405 billion to $869 billion in 3 years. These
Like,
guys know how to make money.
Yeah. Hey,
You're not gonna lose any money, man.
And
Like
let-
it's okay.
hard,
It's
yeah.
okay to like stop.
And
Like it's okay. You don't need nothing else. As a matter of fact, give that shit to people who need it. Cause when you die, it's not going with you, no matter who the fuck you are.
Well, Elon's got a bunch of kids. He's trying to spread the wealth.
Right? Really?
10 kids.
10 kids, and he's worth what?
But how many baby mamas? That's the real question, buddy.
Man,
I'm
look,
just
you can give her $100 million to say and say, "Shut up." She's good forever.
Quiet.
No, give to the needy, man. There are people out here who need
Listen.
that.
No, I'm
shit.
sure
Listen.
these people do heavy philanthropy.
I don't believe
No,
it.
guarantee
they
they do.
don't.
I
They
don't
don't.
think
I don't
they do.
believe they do.
I
We
don't
don't hear of
believe
it.
it
We
at
don't.
all.
If they do, we don't hear of it.
You know what
But
a
let
tax
me- let
write-off
me-
that is,
Let me,
Ramo?
I'm sure it is. But let me be clear about something. I'm not concerned about a person being the richest man in the world. That doesn't bother me. I'm okay with that. And that's like, hey, it's capitalism at its
engaged.
finest. That's cool. What bothers me are owners of corporations that live extremely lavish lives, yet have more employees on welfare than any other company in the country, or that have a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, take care of your damn people, man. They're the ones that are out there busting their ass to make sure you live that lifestyle. You don't, like he was saying, you don't need all that goddamn money. Give it to some people so they can pay their rent and eat a good fucking dinner. Like, seriously? Like, is that who we are as a country? I don't think so. I would imagine most people in this country would agree with what I'm saying. You don't need all that shit. Like, there's ways we can figure out how to make sure that, and I'm not saying giving it to somebody who's just sitting around not doing shit, expecting to get it for free. Like, if you got a job and you're working, there's no reason why in this country you shouldn't be able to afford to live in a damn house.
Nobody
or
in
an
this country
apartment
should
and
make
eat
less than
food.
$100,000 a year. And
You
that's on a
shouldn't.
very light side.
I'm sorry. That's
And
stupid.
That's not the reality, though.
Well, I know it's
we're
not the
living in
reality, but I'm just
reality.
saying, like,
Yeah,
like
but
people go out there
You don't need that
and,
much
and
to
work
live.
their ass off.
We're
Whether
talking
you a
about
ditch
people
digger
living,
or
man.
a builder of a fucking submarine.
Having
People
something to
should
eat.
be able to live comfortably.
I'd like to see
And-
teachers make more money, and
Well, of course.
firefighters, police officers.
Everybody.
Well, I mean, teachers
What
should
about
have-
that's who
what
I would
about
like to
those
see get more.
scribbles?
I think fuck them.
They
make
make-
tons
they
of
make
money.
lots of
Shit,
money.
They got
they get
OnlyFans.
paid.
We ain't talking about them OnlyFans bitches. Leave them.
Oh, what about-
Don't bring them. Don't bring them in this picture, TK. We were doing all right.
You
Don't
guys are wrong.
Don't do that.
Stop it.
I do have some stats here from Forbes talking about some of the richest people and how much of their wealth are they giving away to charity. And unfortunately for Elon Musk and his public perception, he has given away less than 1% of his wealth.
See,
Larry Ellison of Oracle, less than 1%. Then you step up, Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos have given away right at about 4 to 5% of their wealth.
Yeah, but Jeff Bezos' ex-wife gave away a lot of his fucking money he had to give to her.
yeah, she gave.
does that count?
And she still got like about $20 billion.
She's loaded.
Charles Schwab
hot,
is
too,
a
huh?
billionaire. You always hear Charles
He's still
Schwab's
alive?
name.
Schwab.
He's given away almost 10% of his wealth.
How much is he worth?
That's substantial.
A lot of money.
Did he give it to God?
Billions of dollars. Mike Bloomberg, they're saying, has given away close to 20% of his wealth. That's
impressive.
And then even higher, 20% or more of their wealth. Warren Buffett is on the list of giving away 20% or more of his money.
He's a good dude.
Also, Bill Gates
was.
And Melinda French Gates.
They got a divorce.
Are they philanthropists?
They are.
Yeah, but they got some weird shit
20%.
going on,
They've
man.
given away 20%.
Yeah, they got that fake meat shit going on right now, man.
That's I mean that's credible. 20%. I mean, you can't
20% of their wealth. Yeah, I mean that's
I mean, hey,
he's worth.
Okay,
Bill Gates gotta be worth like what? Like
I have nothing against that.
Like $600 billion, and so just 20% of that.
What's that? Wait.
What's the percentage of billionaire in your opinion, Ramo? You want them to give away their money. What percentage, if you're a billionaire?
No, I don't want them
to
give
percentage?
It away.
I'm saying to philanthropy.
Okay.
To help people. What percentage, if you're a billionaire, should you have to give away? To charity or charitable.
I have to give away. I think you should feel
want
to give away. Sure. I don't know if you could put a dollar amount on that, to be honest with you.
How else are we going to get their billionaires' monies? We got to put a percentage
putting
on.
a dollar.
You want the money.
I think 20% is a fair cut. Like
that's pretty big. You already got to give 50% of your money to taxes.
No. Who does? Rich people? No, they don't.
Yeah,
no, they don't, dog. A lot of them don't pay taxes at all. And that's what we need to figure out.
I think that's where we need. That's where we found out what really needs to happen.
True.
Is
exactly.
These people need to pay their taxes, and then it would trickle down to the teachers.
I don't know.
Hopefully,
that's proven to not work. Well, we need to set. I think just a better format in place, like a better structure of how things work within like government pay and even corporations, how people are paid, like the separation, the percentage between CEO and somebody that works a regular full-time position. And I understand other people have degrees and shit like that. Do they deserve more money? Of course, because they paid to have that knowledge and shit like that. And there can be scales and shit, but there's no reason why. I'm sorry, a CEO should make, so much more than an employee that it's.
I mean, this goes back to what I was saying. Like, if you're a CEO and you make like $30 million, then I think every secretary that works in your company should make at least $85,000 a year.
Like I think they can find. Well,
I'm sure they do.
That's what I'm saying. You can find a good number.
Yeah.
Like a percentage to say, okay, the CEO cannot make more than the percentage of this for this class of employee or this class of.
All right, let's move on to our next billionaire. $2.6 billion to be exact for our former president Donald Trump, who just won the BiG Caucus in Iowa.
Well, he about to lose.
How do you spell that again?
That would be C-A.
That's the fun part.
C-A-S-S.
Oh, there it is on the screen.
Cock ass.
This guy is all ready for it.
Look at him. He looks like a cock ass, don't he?
We have a report.
Who is that Yahoo on our screen?
Let's go to this report here with our roaming reporter telling us what happened as Donald Trump dominates the Iowa caucuses. Roll the tape.
He's at the Nikki Haley thing. He's
big
probably
win
sad.
here tonight for the former President Donald Trump, even though it was a smaller voter turnout in this record cold caucus night. But still,
it was a cold caucus.
Oh, yeah, tight caucus.
A freezing
former
caucus.
President Donald Trump winning all but one
He
of
brought
Iowa's
pizzas?
99 counties, following a call to action
I'm
to his
sure he
supporters
paid them
to show
people a
up
lot more
no
to vote
matter
for
what,
him.
and they did.
So we're going to put America first. We're going to make America great again. Again, Iowa, we love you.
Trump was the favorite to win Iowa, but all eyes were on the race for second place. Iowans selecting Florida Governor Ron DeSantis as their second choice.
He beat Haley. He was number
tall.
2.
That's Iowa. Dude, if the United States of America looks to Iowa to be their beacon of information on anything.
Well, it's the start. It's the
Oh
start.
my God.
Can I make a prediction right now?
We need to freaking
Trump is the nominee.
stop.
It's over.
Sure.
Game over.
Sure, perhaps.
Ramaswamy
If he makes
did
it-
step aside.
He did. He should have.
He should have got out a long
threw
time
in the
ago,
towel.
with jackass.
I
But
don't doubt
the
that.
thing about those caucuses is that that's a very small percentage of the voters who gonna come out. So it's not like
Well, not only
it's not
that,
like it's a real big thing.
it's
It's an important thing, but it's not like the end all goal.
And
So
no.
It's a good way to get ratings.
It's
That's
telling,
for damn
yeah,
sure.
definitely.
You
It
get damn
definitely
ratings
gives
when it's
you an
really
idea
not
of
that big of a deal.
how to move forward with your campaign, which is what I think DeSantis and Haley are gonna, do with this.
And
with the numbers.
Nikki Haley keeps trying to say, I'm not going to debate DeSantis anymore. It's just you and me, Donald Trump. But you came in third. So it ain't you. If
That's
it's
just
anybody,
Iowa.
it's DeSantis and Donald Trump.
That's
I'm
New
just saying.
Hampshire, they're saying now in New Hampshire that
She's
Trump isn't
smoking.
showing up and she's not showing up.
Yeah.
Because she said she only wants to debate Donald Trump.
But if you
she's
just
tired of debating DeSantis.
But if you just lost to DeSantis, you don't get to say that. She was expecting to win, but she's still saying it anyway. Like, nah.
Well, each state is different, so then whatever their next stop is, those people in New Hampshire may see things differently.
I think
and may
she's seeing much harder.
And might see things her way. So and then DeSantis would have lost.
Well, what I was seeing on the news.
Let me give me one second.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't understand how they keep going and letting this dude not debate them. Like, what the fuck is going on?
And people are voting for him. Like
you
don't want to hear
for a
his
dude
issues
who's a
and
friend.
stuff.
Yeah, but Joe Biden's not going to debate Trump.
We don't know.
You don't have to. He's the president.
We don't know.
They don't.
We don't know what's
They
going to happen in the
debate
future.
at the end.
But
don't
debate.
he might debate him. We don't know.
Not in
that.
the primary.
None of us know the future. But what I will say, present day,
really?
is that
You wanna
this
see
dude
that?
literally won a caucus and didn't debate the people he's going up against, and people were dumb enough to vote for him.
Well, here's the thing
That's
too.
fucking crazy,
is from what I
man.
understand, the winning vote came in before 80% of all the votes were even counted. It came in.
It was
super
30
early.
minutes. It took 30 minutes for them to count all the votes.
See,
which I hope the rest of the country does it
that
that way.
votes,
He won
no.
98 out of 99 counties. In the last county, he lost by 1 vote.
Well, everybody
sure
knew
does
he
got
was
them
gonna win.
electors in his
Everybody knew they
pocket.
predicted he was going to win 4 months
It's
ago.
Iowa.
Well, the polls were accurate.
It's Iowa. Yeah, no, of course.
Right.
That's Trump country right there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyways.
well,
Congrats.
it's underway.
Good job, guys.
It's a big election year. 2024 is here. We'll find out in November. It looks like Trump is well on his way to securing the nomination, at least at this state. We'll see. I mean, who knows? I just hope the Democrats, for their sake, they have something up their sleeve. So I'm not sure Joe Biden is going to get it done for them. But we have all year to discuss this time.
Well,
Up their sleeve, that would be election interference.
Well, you have to keep
yeah,
their
no,
sleeve.
the
Here's
only
something
interference that
I
ever
think
been found is on the
Republicans have to
Republican
keep in mind,
side.
too,
So thank
that-
you.
I'm just saying.
Everybody
that's
can't
what
talk
that
at
would
once.
be. I'm
Everybody
just
can't
saying.
talk at
There are
proof-
more
the proof is
Republicans
there.
that are
Hit
not
dogs
gonna vote
holler,
for
boy.
Trump than they were last time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Let's move
And
on
that's
to
what you
something
do.
a little more fun.
Fun.
I was playing around on my phone.
Me too.
That was the first fight of 24.
No, we weren't fighting.
Congratulations.
We're brothers. It was
Well,
love.
you know what the hell I meant.
All right. Let's move on to something more fun.
All right, I like it.
Like a game.
Less feminine.
Well, let's do some humming. I was blown away. I'm always blown away by technology, this new AI stuff. I'm on my phone. I got a new iPhone 15 Pro Max,
Oh, really?
and I was tinkering around with it, and I realized that you can just grab your phone, and I saw it where you can just hum into it a song, or you can sing a song. And similar to Shazam, but Shazam has to hear the real song. You have to hit the Shazam button. It has to monitor the real song, and then it tells you the artist and title and the album and the lyrics. It's really cool. Well, this is what Google has is you just hum the song in. So I found myself humming into my phone. And sometimes I would say it was about 70% right. It could be my humming or could be the technology needs a little work. So if we could get one of the guys from the truck to come in the studio and grab my phone with this new breaking Google technology.
Oh,
You
gosh.
can
Here we go.
hum into it. We'll see.
You saw it here
Man.
first on
Ramo,
Outcast
you're going to go
Podcast.
first.
What kind of weird shit you guys?
I'm gonna
got
set
going
this
on?
up.
You're going to get a Hummer, dude.
You have to hum your song and see if you get it right. I'm
Okay.
giving Jordan the phone. Go ahead over there to Ramo. You've been thinking of this song. I told you guys before the show. I
nailed
said,
it.
think of your song. Okay, Ramo, you are on. Go ahead and hum your song.
Oh, wow.
I feel like that's cheating because they hum that.
Okay, well, what does the phone say? Didn't get it. Okay, retry. We're gonna give everybody 2 tries. This
Stupid.
technology so far has not been good. What does it say? Show the camera what it says. No, there it is. If I ever fall in love.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
totally it. That's shy, man.
Good job.
Nice,
Good job.
Nice song
Man,
selection,
they hum
Ramo.
that, you cheater.
Hey,
But
man.
that was a good one.
Hey,
There
that's
are rules? Did somebody say we couldn't do that shit?
That's a good idea.
It took it 2 tries.
All right, here
2
we go.
tries. All right, get ready. Reset it. Tomkat, it's
Do I
your
win money?
chance to hum. We're having a hum off. You got to hum 2 in the mic so we can hear you.
Yeah, but TK's are better at humming than all of us. We know that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's see.
Yes, that was perfect.
All right,
Jesus
are you
Christ.
ready to hum? Go ahead.
That's good. That's a good
That was
one.
actually really good.
That's
And
good one.
another one down, another one down.
Another one. It got it.
bites
Good
the
job.
dust.
It
Good
got
job.
it.
That was good.
Another one bites the
Thank
dust
you.
by
Thank
Queen.
you. Thank you.
All right, we're 2 for 2. So if you don't get this, Memphis, you'll really be a failure. It is your
That's
turn.
kind of harsh.
He's harsh.
It is your
Damn.
turn to hum into the Google machine. Go ahead.
So I had this try again button, right?
Oh, okay.
What a jackass.
All right, you're up, Memphis. Hum. I want to hear you hum.
Asshole.
He can't. He's laughing right now.
Get it together, Memphis.
Dick.
A lot on the line here.
Yeah.
We're 2 for 2 with our hums.
All right.
Hey.
I'm trying to stump him now, sir. Here we go.
I don't think it's gonna pick that up. What does it say?
It hasn't said it. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
I could not tell with that.
No,
one.
it didn't. It didn't
Yeah,
get
I
it.
mean, I would not
It-
surprise.
no, it didn't get
You
it.
got to you got to hum it in the microphone of the phone, not your microphone.
You get 2 tries.
oh, here we go.
Second hum. Bring it back.
You got it. Go over that. He's laughing.
All right. Third time's a charm.
Yeah.
All
Third
right,
time.
okay,
You got
okay.
this. You got this.
All right, wait a minute.
all
Hold
right.
on. I gotta do this again.
Third-
All right,
third
wait a
time.
minute. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Here we go. Wait a minute.
Stop acting stupid.
That was harsh.
Got
Oh,
a
whoops.
big ass mouth.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Hold on. Let me get this back to Jordan, and then you get it back to where I need to be.
The
Oh,
new Google
jeez.
Hum. If you have the new iPhone
Oh, there
and
we
you
go.
open the Google
I thought that
app-
was something else, man. I was gonna try it tonight.
All right, so here we go. Here we go. All right, here we
Dick
go.
pic app. What? Google hum.
Let him hum.
Hey.
How dare you?
Wait.
It's about ready to be a big.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Here we go.
What does it say?
What does it say? The phone's not even on.
It's not tacos.
It
By
says
a
it's
little
tacos.
Bit. It says tacos by Little Big, I think.
So what were you humming? What were you
what
humming?
the fuck?
I
was
knew
it?
I was gonna stump him. I
Let's see
was
if I can get it to do
humming Debbie Does Dallas.
Oh, well, of course it's not gonna get
Hey,
that.
if you pull up
How do you
on
even
Google,
know what that is?
Come
Because he saw
on,
it this
man.
morning.
Yeah, I did.
Dick.
Really.
Oh my gosh.
He's disgusting.
What's on this couch?
That's enough.
I know. I'm
That's
glad I
enough.
got my own
No, that
seating.
song is like hella funky. That song is hella funky. You gotta Google Debbie Does Dallas, the theme song. I'm telling you, you be like, damn, this shit funky. as hell.
Done.
Boom, doom, doo, doo, doo. It's hard to hum that. And not find it funny. Because I know what I'm humming and y'all don't, and I find it hilarious.
All right.
We're not perverts.
You went for like a long shot there.
I did.
Yeah.
I was trying to stump him.
That was
in his
fun.
nature.
That was a good game.
That was
All right,
fun.
let's
I
move
like
on
that
to
one.
our next topic. We have I don't know that we have the audio because it's evidence in a murder trial.
Damn.
Shit.
But you've heard of Keefe D. He's the gangster
Yeah.
from
Keefe
South
D.
Side.
Southside Crip.
That's
Yep.
right.
And he has been arrested.
Not to be confused with Queefy D. She's a stripper from Tampa.
Oh, I know that bitch.
She has no ties to Tupac's murder, but she did give him the clap.
Yikes.
The source is the source for this story. And there's explosive audio that has been submitted that claims, Keefe D claims, that Diddy offered him $1 million to kill Tupac.
Oh, shit.
She's saying he has audio of it. Or he's just
I
saying
think
it's
there's
just audio of
of
him saying that.
PFD under oath. Let me read the actual article.
Okay.
It says explosive audio recordings have been submitted to court as evidence in the murder case of the iconic rapper Tupac. It's implicating hip-hop mogul P. Diddy in the assassination. The audio features Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, a West Coast gangster, and a suspect in Tupac's murder, boasting about Diddy's allegations, orchestrating the hit on the rap legend.
So could it be construed as hearsay?
It's secret police. It's a secret police interview that took place in 2008 with the LAPD.
I see.
Where Keefe D claimed that Diddy offered him $1 million to kill Tupac.
It is
Well,
hearsay.
if it's on record, then
It's still hearsay, whether he recorded or not, unless they have
Some type
tangible
of-
proof.
Like if he said, and then if he said something like there was corroborating evidence and they found that
Like
evidence.
if he showed them the bank statements
Yeah,
where
so you gotta
P.
check-
Diddy's
you gotta-
account
yeah.
put $1 million
Right.
in
There
his
would
bank
have to
account
be some
after
type of
the
corroborating
murder,
evidence.
right.
for
But
that.
I don't think
I
he
would
like
imagine.
a prepayment and a
I think
post-payment.
he paid them in cash because nobody does that. You get that's a cash payment.
Yeah,
type
but there was
thing.
there's still.
You
I
getting paid
mean,
in
What about
cash.
Bitcoin?
$1 million.
Nah,
It wasn't a
not
thing back
bad.
then.
I guess. Yeah.
And back in the day, you gotta think this is the 90s.
You can sit on that shit.
You can have a lot of cash,
Yeah,
access
sit
to
on
it
it.
quickly.
He still looks pretty broke though.
You
No, I'm
know,
just kidding.
but yeah, I think if
He's
he
in
did it,
jail.
he could pay him in cash. Even to this day, he's paid somebody in cash. You know, if you got $1 million stashed somewhere, when you got that kind of money and you got cash or some kind of value stash that you can give somebody.
Here's the thing. I gotta believe that most even millionaires don't sit on $1 million cash on a regular day. Like there would be, I'd have to believe some evidence showing that there was this type of money being transacted with P. Diddy in
Would not
that
if you
time
had
frame.
access
Are you
to
pretty
cash,
sure
though.
about that?
I mean,
Pretty
sure.
I bet you are.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our final topic before we get to Tomkat's not so good
I
news.
know.
Okay.
It's
Terrible
terrible.
news today too.
Quick little AI story here that has been brought across my desk where George Carlin, the famous stand-up comedian,
Did he die?
he died quite some time ago.
Yeah, I'm like, here he gone, man.
Ramo, you're not going to know it when you die. You
I
did I
know.
die?
I'm still gonna be on the show.
Well, there's this podcast out there. Trying to find the name of the podcast. Dudesy, I think they call it.
Dudesy.
Dudesy.
That sounds like some bad diaper rash. Or some
The
shit.
Dudesy podcast. It's hosted by Will and Chad, and they made an AI program with the same name. And they made a special using the AI of George Carlin doing stand-up comedy. We do have some footage and some audio from this AI show that the Carlin family gave no permission. And
not
this
good.
podcast went ahead and did it. It's causing some controversy. Roll the tape from the truck. This is the AI concert.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to start off with a heartfelt apology. I'm sorry it took me so long to come out with new material, but I do have a pretty good excuse. I was dead.
Ouch.
So technically, it wasn't my fault. If you want to blame somebody, you're going to have to blame God. Which we all know is not going to happen. People are always thanking God for the good stuff in their lives, but somehow they conveniently forget that it's the same God who does all the bad shit too. And he does a lot of bad shit.
The problem is it isn't exactly funny. It's more spiteful than anything, it sounds like. The thing about it is it doesn't have the Carlin funny to it, though, to me.
It don't, because we know Carlin's dead, but that shit was a little funny.
He would go after God. I understand nothing was sacred. There were no sacred cows with George Carlin, but I don't know. It was lacking a little bit of funny to me. I didn't laugh.
It was a dry noodle.
I think it missed.
It just wasn't.
What it missed was his style. He had a way in his delivery that can't be duplicated. He had a certain way of telling you something.
This thing is trying,
and
though,
you can't
man.
recreate it.
Well, I think his daughter said it best, defending the family. She posted on X, a.k.a. Twitter, Twix. She says, my statement regarding the AI-generated George Carlin special My dad spent a lifetime perfecting his craft from his very human life, brain, and imagination. No machine will ever replace his genius. These AI-generated products are clever attempts at trying to recreate a mind. And she went on and on about it, but that's Kelly Carlin.
I agree
George's daughter.
I agree with that. And we just did a show where we listened to a wonderful classical masterpiece by Beethoven. And I thought when we were doing the show, do you think AI could make its own classical album? And it probably could. But the thing about it is still imitating Beethoven. Without Beethoven, it never has anything to learn from. It doesn't understand. Sure. So our genius, it's just imitating us.
Sure.
It can only imitate what we do. It can only draw a picture like we drew it. It can't come up with it itself yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Well, we have
I don't like all this AI shit, man. I don't like it.
It's freaky, man. It's going fast.
We have our own genius
That's what she
here
said.
on the station.
It is. Not me.
Yeah, and he is Tomkat.
All right.
Comedy genius.
We're going into
Funny
January
motherfucker.
17th here already in the new year here, 2020.
4.
Yep.
4. Yeah.
2024.
4.
Birthdays today. Muhammad Ali. He
right,
died
the
at age
greatest.
74. Betty White. She was born in 1922. Old as dirt when
Birthdays
she
of
died.
dead
know,
people.
Betty
Do you have a
White.
birthday if you're dead?
No, well, you're just acknowledged that it was the day you were
The
born.
day you were born, yeah.
Yeah, James Earl Jones, though, he's still alive. He turned 93.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Fun fact, once said in an interview that Chewbacca, not Darth Vader, was his favorite Star Wars character.
Sure.
Steve Harvey turned 67 years old today.
Okay.
Fun fact about Steve Harvey
Great on
is
Family
his
Feud.
first name is Broderick.
Broderick.
Yep. Actor Jim Carrey, 62 today.
Damn.
Jim Carrey, fun fact, Jim Carrey has one child, a daughter named Jane.
Yeah,
And,
he's
of course,
awesome.
former First Lady Michelle Obama turned 60. Fun fact about Michelle, she's a man. No, just kidding. Oh, wait,
Knock it
watch out,
off.
Dad. She won a Grammy for Best Spoken Word Album, which I hate. Next up, Kid Rock turns 53 years old. Fun fact
that
about
mouth
Kid Rock
breather.
is he appeared on as musical guest on Saturday Night Live back in 2000, which would never happen today because he's a Trumper.
and
they
he's a
hate
mouth
Trumpers.
breather.
On this day in
He
history,
drinks Bud Light, though.
he does. Well, not anymore.
No, he does. He does. I've seen it.
1979, on this day in history, the United States purchased 3 of the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix.
Purchased?
From Denmark for how much? $25 million. Not much money. You can get a house here now for that.
Made them all offer they couldn't refuse.
Yep.
I'm
1961, in his farewell address, President Dwight D. Eisenhower warned that the United States must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence by the military-industrial complex.
Ooh.
He felt that if left unchecked, it could undermine American democracy.
Oh.
Yeah. He knew what was going on. Today is Museum Selfie Day. Go to the museum, take a selfie. Benjamin Franklin Day. And ditch your New Year's resolution day. Damn, 17 days.
in.
And that's it.
You lazy bastards.
All right, so the brutal Chicago cold, this is the first story, has been icing Teslas and all the other EVs. They're stranding drivers
That sucks.
up in Chicago.
I heard about that.
And there were videos coming out online of of parking lots filled with EVs, the freezing temperature. They do reduce battery range, slow charging times.
Yeah.
And Chicago's cold snap made it a double whammy for the EVs. So here's a parking lot here if you're watching on YouTube, filled with a bunch of Teslas.
It's taking
Wow.
like 2 hours
To charge.
Charge, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's like having a scooter.
Yeah. All right, NASA's Lockheed Martin finally debuted the agency's X-59 quiet supersonic aircraft on Friday.
Sounds
and the reason this is amazing is because they can fly faster than the speed of sound without making that sonic boom.
Boom, really?
Right. So over the past
Oh,
50
man, I missed
So do
the
my
sonic
farts.
boom.
over the past 50 years, you were not allowed to fly over populated areas because of the sonic boom and travel faster than the speed of sound. But now people will be able to get on it like you're traveling across over to Europe, and the consumer will be able to get on this right here. Amazing aircraft,
quick
the X-59, travel faster than the speed of sound and not have that thump when it cracks the speed of sound.
It's almost like the
quick question.
Concorde.
What?
Reverse alien technology.
I'm with you. I'm with
I don't
you.
want to be the first
I'm
one
with you.
on it.
No.
I'd rather
I
see a
will.
few people fly
you
first.
want to get
I
crappy
will.
food service at twice the speed of sound?
Yeah.
Hey, that reminds me
Yeah,
of
imagine eating a
do
peanut.
y'all remember the Concorde?
It's like Spaceballs.
Remember the Concorde?
Ludicrous speed.
All right, this last one's hilarious. I got to get it in. It's an Atlanta airport coffee shop who got in a brawl here. This was apparently the barista from the coffee shop was filmed by stunned passengers. An employee has since been fired for her behavior.
Oh, what'd she do? I want to see.
She went completely
That's
banana.
one ugly barista.
Eyewitness.
Holy shit.
Looks like
Eyewitnesses
Alf.
from the TikTok say that the
I wouldn't buy coffee from that bitch.
she calmly removes a chair from the girl's hand during the fight. She was about to hit. Here we go.
This is a barista.
She was going to hit people over the head with this chair.
She's over it.
Oh no, let it go because they really get into it. Watch. The guys slam her too.
She's
She got, well, look at her throwing a chair
Watch
around
this.
and acting
Watch
nuts.
this guy.
She
this
punched
guy,
him.
slam. Slam bam.
He had enough.
Now
What the hell
She
is
got
that
up.
problem?
She got up.
the coffee must be
She got fired.
intense.
You think she should have got her ass fired and arrested? What the fuck wrong with her?
Too many lattes.
Ooh.
Bam! Dang, that was a strong right cross. God, that dude is
This
a very
was,
nice guy.
in Atlanta, right?
Kudos to that guy with the green shirt. He just took a straight
and it's-
right hand to the judge. Oh, yeah.
Holy.
She jumps over the counter to go behind
Attacks
the
more
counter.
people.
She obviously seen that video of that guy in the courthouse.
Yeah,
Is she in popcorn before
she's
she
got
leaves?
Good ups.
She wants nachos.
Man, what is in that coffee?
She
God
I
damn.
didn't get my free lunch today.
That's how chicks be acting at Starbucks and shit.
Oh, man.
Boom.
Oh, dang. Oh,
Nice.
she's out.
She totally ate it. Way to go, dumbass.
She's like, I'll be back.
Oh,
We're
she
going on
forgot-
break.
Bang, and
She
I'm
forgot
outta
her
here.
jacket. Yeah.
That's the
Where's
news.
my jacket and bag?
Currently, she
January
prefers
17,
her jacket off.
2024.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dog. What is wrong with these crazy ass kids nowadays, man?
Nice job,
What the
Tomkat.
problem is?
Yeah, that
man?
was
Thank
good.
you.
That
You
was
did a good job.
That was really
2K.
not so good news, just like we asked for.
Yeah. Terrible. Great.
All right, it's time for us to go play some basketball. We
Word.
stay hydrated around here thanks to Liquid IV.
Ooh, I need some right now.
They've got all kinds of flavors. They got a sugar-free, and if you go to liquidiv.com and once you check out, you type in our promo code OUTCAST, and you can save some money when you check out. So I highly recommend you do it. Thank you so much for listening. 2027, January, already more than halfway through the first month.
Word, man.
That's
Look at that.
2024. Anything you want to say to the fans, Tomkat?
Be good to yourself, man. Be good to each other. And if anybody gets in your way, kick their fucking ass. I'm just kidding. Sorry about the F-bomb.
You can ask them to like and subscribe. That's all you
Like
came
and
up with. You
subscribe.
can ask them to
Like
like
and
and subscribe.
They know that
like and
already.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta remind people, Ramo.
That's true.
We gotta remind you of shit all the time.
It's true. It's true. Very true.
We worry
Facts.
about you, man.
Facts.
We
No,
love
I'm
you.
good. Trust me. I remember what I want to remember.
See, I told
Thanks
you.
to
you
our
acting
listeners.
like-
Thanks to our executive and technical producer in the truck, Jordan and Jacob.
Thank you
all
to
the
our
hard work.
listeners.
Yes.
Thank you to the fans and to the
Thank you.
haters.
Thank
you.
If
We
you ain't
love
got
you.
no haters, you ain't popping,
poppin'.
mother.
It's true.
Motherfucker.
We out of
TK
here.
got a lot of them.
Look at my big caucus.
Big caucus.
Oh, man, you got Peroni's Caucus.
My big black caucus.
Is it true?
Yep, it really is.